Safety first. Right. Safety squints engaged.
Yeah, all you got to do is squint your eyes. Yeah. You don't really need anything else.
Okay, so I moved my microphone. Hopefully my sound is better this go around. Last time it was on my chin strap. Now I've got it tucked up inside my helmet, velcroed to my cheek pad. A little close to my mouth, so hopefully it's not a bunch of plosives and pops and stuff. So the Moto Mini Duo wireless microphone setup that I bought for this, I don't know if I can adjust the gain, but there is a noise cancellation function which I turned on for this go around, and I'm hoping that makes it pick up less of the wind and the, you know, all the other bullshit. I'm sure it'll probably sound really good when I'm just sitting still at stoplights, but that ain't really what I'm after. I don't know how much memory it's going to take up on my phone, recording my voice right to the iPhone through the Cardo app, but my buddy Phil Zilla turned me on to that, and we're going to see how it works. I need some breeze, man. I'm fucking sweating in this shit. The one thing about having the voice recorder on full time is that I can't listen to my music while I'm doing this, so I'm gonna have to like sync it up on the go or find a different way to sync it up, because it's not like I'm just gonna leave the microphone recorder running the whole time. You know, there's times where I'm not worried about getting any audio. What do you want over here now for? Fuck you, dude. Should have made that move a while ago. Must be it for that camera, so but imagine I can only get about 10 minutes of reliable footage from that, so it's going to be used pretty sparingly anyways. I don't really want a camera on my helmet, but I'm interested in what kind of shots it might help out with. I don't know. More cameras equal, you know, more stuff to play with in editing. You never know what you might catch, right? So far, I'm really impressed with this 360 X3 camera. Thing's pretty awesome, man. It's just remarkable, some of this technology. One downfall that I can see with it is, you know, because it's not a cheap piece of equipment, you know, it's kind of a spendy little camera. You want to protect your investment. I don't want to break these lenses. That's an expensive lens. And there's two big bubbled out lenses on the thing. So I put some, they call them sticky lens guards. You can get them from Insta360, and there's aftermarket ones. Basically, they just stick onto the camera right there. And they're kind of a hard, clear plastic protector on there. But I'm noticing that it kind of degrades the quality of the video a little bit. It's not like terrible. I think, you know, it still looks pretty good. I mean, I think that it's probably just as good a footage as I was getting off my GoPro Hero 4, but it could be way clearer without these guards on there. They kind of, I don't know, I noticed in the sun they put like rings, you know, you can kind of see this haze sometimes, kind of a light ring, and then they can get a little bit fogged up. You pay this much for a camera, you also want to be able to take crystal clear pictures with it. So it's kind of a conundrum, but I catch so many bugs and rocks and just random ass debris to the face, to the chest, to the hands, to the shins. And anybody who rides motorcycles knows that flying debris coming up off the road is a hazard. Now, if it hits me, I can take it. If it hits one of those lenses and they're exposed, that thing's fucked. And I don't want to have to tell my wife that I need a new 360 camera, because I like my balls where they're at. I don't need the wife cutting them off, you know? At some point, for a hobby like this, you have to go, all right, I need to curb my spending a little bit. Motorcycling by itself, is expensive enough, you know? I mean, I guess it's not that expensive. I ride a cheap bike, you know, it's fairly low maintenance, but there's definitely associated costs with motorcycling as a hobby. Now you add photography on top of that, and video editing, and you ended up paying quite a bit of money to make YouTube videos. And for what? I just do it because I like it, you know, and that's enough for me. You know, if you really have to drive to go out and be like some YouTube sensation, then you can hopefully make the shit start paying for itself. I am not at that point. I don't know if I'll ever be at that point. And, you know, I'm a Gen X guy. I never thought I'd be making internet videos and shit when I was younger. We didn't have an internet as a kid. My kids one time told me, I asked them, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? They said YouTubers. And I'm like, what the fuck is a YouTube? I mean, I knew what YouTube was, but I hadn't spent like a ton of time on it or anything. Once I started motorcycling, I started watching a lot more YouTube videos about motorcycling, and I guess I just kind of caught the bug. I got hooked. It looked like a lot of fun, what everybody was doing, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna document the good times I'm having with this hobby, and I guess the bad times too. If you watch my last video, I mean, there's been some rough times as well. So, but no, just to kind of document it and for posterity, and you know, maybe someday when I'm like, I'm gonna run that light. Maybe someday when I'm, you know, 70, 80 years old, I'll look back fondly on this stuff and be like, hell yeah, dude, I had a lot of fun when I was younger. You know, for the first probably 30 years of my life, I avoided cameras like the plague. I didn't really like having my picture taken, having the focus be on me. I'm really self-conscious about a lot of things. And this has kind of helped me to break out of that shell. As a result, I've met a lot of really, really cool people around the country through YouTube videos and made a lot of friends, and it's been awesome. Come on. This is just craziness. What in the fuck is even going on? ODOT truck just went around everybody. This is fucking river traffic, you suckers. So there's a state park right here. The Clackamas River's right over there. And people float on inner tubes and rafts and shit. It's like the thing to do around here. I haven't done it in years because of injuries, but man, if I can ever get back into conditioning where I could do that, I'd love to start going floating again. It's been a long time. I wish they'd at least drive the fucking speed limit. A bare minimum. Come on. Do you guys get Tourette's when you're riding or driving in traffic and somebody just does something that slightly annoys you and you just turn into the most filthy mouthed, like, sailor, I just say extremely vile things in the heat of your passion, your road rage, things you'd never say in real life. I don't know what we got there that's dead. That is a raccoon. Dead raccoon. Put that on the scorecard today. Yeah, when I get angry in traffic, I just like Hulk out and turn into a different person. Like this asshole up here, like go faster. Why are you going so slow? Just to fucking piss me off. Swear to God. Fucking idiot. There's not even anybody in front of him. God damn it, I hate it. And then I get off the bike and I'm fine though. You know, I don't know what it is. I'm not even in that big a hurry. I just get annoyed and for some reason turn into an animal. I'm heading over to my buddy's farm, gonna work in his shop and see if we can't make some mounting points for the 360 camera on the bike. You know, I'd like to get it in some other locations than just right here on the handlebars, get it way out behind me, out in front of me, to the side, try to get some of those cool looking kind of drone shots. We might have to fabricate up some bracketry, who knows? But we're gonna see what we can figure out. I need something to film to make content, so here we go.
And here we go. So we are mounting a flat bar across the back of my sissy bar. We're gonna weld something where he just ground and put some sort of like 1/4-20 threaded, some kind of attachment on there for the invisible selfie stick. Just a simple piece of flat bar. We'll weld to either side, and then we'll put something here to mount the selfie stick to.
Cold roll.
Yeah, good job. Some of you might be saying, Bear, why aren't you doing the work yourself?
Because I never do.
Why would I? Why would I? If you have somebody that can do it better than you, then, you know, make friends with them. Always make sure you have lots and lots of vice grips when working on motorcycles. We could get a few more on there, I think.
Oh, fucking A. How many you want? Let's see.
Got about 6?
Well, actually, no, it's 5. I was going 5 to the bottom earlier, but I marked by hooking. So I'm 5
okay.
there. And 4 3/4 over here. So we got to do a little
Little whack job. Whack it off. Whack it. Get to whacking. The whole thing moving?
Actually, it was going up good on the left side here. You know, I would actually say there's a part of TIG welding that is easier than all the other welding.
I think it's...
Because you have more heat control. The coordination between your two hands is a little difficult, but wire feed's fucking chaotic. You gotta get with the program. Stick welding is a lot of different motions all at once that people fucking struggle with. And
I'm better at TIG and stick than I am at MIG.
Yeah.
Yeah, wire feed, I don't know why, you know, because it's supposed to be the easy one. I don't know why it gives me fits. I like TIG because, just like you said, because it's like a little more finishy, right?
Yeah.
You're getting in there and kind of,
and you can,
going at your pace, not trying to rip through.
Yeah, and you can light up the arc and kind of hang out for a second and see what the fuck's going on, especially on something a little heavier like this, before you have to start moving, filling, whatever. And, you know, wire feed, it's like, fuck, and you're done.
Right. That sure looks straight to me, dude. If you go across the bottom of the bowl.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, across the bottom of the bowl, honestly.
And just with the world, it looks pretty square, right?
Who fucking built that system part anyway? Because I know those guys.
Right?
Yeah.
I think we did a fine job.
Close enough.
The only thing I wish I wouldn't have leaned it back quite as far. Be sure to dust off your bike. I'm sure it probably just grinds the shavings down into the paint with the pressure of the wind.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we took a countersink and wallowed this hole out because the sissy bar is at an angle and that's not running at the same angle as the bolt we want to put in. So we wallowed it out so we can twist the bolt upward to the desired angle, and then we'll take the welder and finish this all off, and you won't be able to see shit. Okay, so we crammed a bolt in here, tacked it up at an angle we liked. We might have to bend it just a little when we're done, but
we're gonna get
now we just got to finish it off.
A little more weldy here. I'm looking forward to the commentary on how I'm not a good welder and what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah.
I actually...
all the armchair...
I'm super curious to hear if anybody actually has anything to say. There's so much of it out there anymore.
No, you're going to get Monday morning quarterback. No matter if you do something perfect the way it's always supposed to be done, somebody's going to be like, you fucking didn't do it right.
YouTube University graduate welder. I'm sorry I'm not walking the cup.
Right. If you got comments like that, go ahead and drop them. I don't give a shit. But I mean, I'm probably just gonna respond "F you," but whatever. I don't mind negative comments. We're gonna have to really get after it with the grinding, so we threw something down to protect.
Pretty decent.
Learn how to TIG weld, everyone. I think there we have it. On the back, we welded this bar onto my sissy bar. We angled up a 1/4-20 bolt out of that. I've mounted this. These are made by Ulanzi. You can find a lot of different camera gear and stuff on Amazon. Ulanzi is one of those brands I've found that their stuff's really good. These are like quick disconnects for camera stuff. So I went ahead and I threaded that onto the 1/4-20 with some Loctite. And the way it works is simple. I'll have one on this bottom end of the selfie stick. This is the male end, that's the female end. I need to put another female end onto this 1/4-20, but the male end on this guy just slides in, and it's quick locked in there. Can't go anywhere. And this stick now can extend out like such. And what I've done is Insta360. Right. Insta360 makes these claw brackets for grabbing another point on your bike and the selfie stick. So I've got a little upward tension on it, and I just put it in here. So I just have to put it in there, screw that down, and that helps to stabilize when that's out on the back of the bike. And I think it's gonna look interesting. I think it'll give some good shots. We'll have to insert some right here and check it out. I want a camera out in front of the bike to get some cool shots. So I need to make some sort of bracket to get the camera right in this area. So we've got a little piece of aluminum channel. And here, pull that back.
2x1.
This is the bracket for my Memphis Shades fairing. And we're gonna attach that channel to this bracket and give myself a spot to put my 1/4-20 thread deal for my camera, and also a finger for the clamp, the little steadying clamp. I don't know the hell would you call that?
That's it's the Insta360 clampable fucky that comes with it. I don't know.
Clamper 5000 thing that is gonna hopefully hold the camera a little more steady. So we're going to mark this with a Sharpie and kind of get some contours to it. Try to make it look as not ugly.
Like not as 8-inch piece of channel?
Yeah, as not ugly as possible. So that's what we're up to now. Here's a pro tip for everyone out there watching. Make friends with somebody who has a shop with lots of cool shit in it.
You keep spending money on more new tools.
Right?
We're just gonna call that 45.
So, if you don't have the money to do this yourself, it's easy. Just find somebody else who has the shit. In the front, we went ahead and off of this bracket. This bracket is part of the Memphis Shades fairing. And there was enough room that we could take this piece of channel. We drilled some holes and bolted it up, and then went ahead and put a 1/4-20 bolt through here and mounted another one of the Ulanzi Falcam F22 quick disconnects. So same thing, I'm gonna be able to take the selfie stick with that on there and slide it in, and it locks in place. And then I can take and pull this out in front of me and put the camera out in front of the bike. The reason we went with a channel here was so that I could take that same clamp that I used back on the sissy bar, be able to mount the clamp to the bracket. Obviously, I'll have to spin it over so this is on the outside. Then we'll mount the other clamp to the other end of the invisible selfie stick, and that'll help steady it a little bit. This setup's not as stable as the one in the back, so I'm not 100% convinced that this is the way to go. So I haven't painted this or anything. You know, if I decide to stick with this, I'll take it off and paint it black. And I mean, it sticks out, but it doesn't bother me. And it just gives me a convenient way to quickly mount my camera out in front of the bike. So I think I'm just gonna beta test it like that, and then we'll see. You know, the clamp fits on it, everything seems cool. If I like it, I'll take it off, I'll paint it, make it look nicer, and then put it back on.